Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Is there a more pathetic political figure in the United States than Kamala Harris? I submit to you that there is not. Kamala Harris not only is unpopular with the American people, she's unpopular within her own party. And a top Democratic governor is lashing out at her, calling what she says blatant lies and also utter and complete BS. But before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, as you might know, Kamala Harris was undemocratically appointed to lead the Democratic Party's presidential ticket in 2024, and she in turn had a very strange VP selection process. And one of the figures that was at the top of the lists for a potential VP nod was Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Now, Josh Shapiro apparently was not popular among the Hamas supporting wing because, well, he's Jewish. And apparently that doesn't fly with a lot of Democrats. So Kamala Harris had to contrive some sort of narrative about why she didn't pick Josh Shapiro. And instead, she picked the kookiest, weirdest, Chinese-friendly governor in the United States, and that is Tim Walz, of course, who is implicated in a massive fraud scandal in Minnesota right now, by the way. And he was close to being the VP of the United States. I mean, it's really mind-boggling how terrible the Democratic Party is. So, according to a recent Atlantic article, Josh Shapiro was asked about Kamala Harris's story in her memoir, talking about how Shapiro was passed up. And he didn't like what she said. This is what Shapiro responded, quote, "She wrote that in her book. That's complete and utter bull blank." And he said also, "I can tell you that her accounts are just blatant lies." So the book has not just angered Shapiro, it's gotten denunciation from other potential 2028 contenders, including Governor Gavin Newsom, that said that Harris's claim he never returned her call after Biden's withdrawal was, quote, flat out fiction, unquote. And let's not forget Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has disputed her suggestion that his sexual orientation factored into her decision. I mean, she almost outright admitted that America wasn't ready for a gay man. We're not ready for someone who's completely incompetent, which Pete Buttigieg was as transportation secretary. I mean, all of the train crashes and chemical spills and boat crashes and bridges collapsing. I mean, Buttigieg had no clue what he was doing, and that was quite clear. Neither did Kamala Harris, and her reputation is in tatters. It's safe to say that she's not going to be able to fall upwards. She's not going to be able to make enough private deals with individuals to get to the top. And it's good to see that the Democratic Party is trying to, bury the hatchet into the back of Kamala Harris before 2028. They're clearly trying to discourage her from running for president of the United States. And for Josh Shapiro, it looks like payback. And it can be a B. So Kamala, you might want to watch your six. And these Democrats, they're not playing around. They don't seem to like you very much. But weigh in with your own thoughts. We always appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.